Hi again. So this is 7 Years by Lukas Graham, part 3. In parts 1 and 2, we've gone through the whole chord sequence now, which is played twice for the intro. Now we're going to do the second time round. So, the second time round, you've just gone. Okay, so we're going to play the same G minor chord that we played the first time around. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, here's where things change a little bit. So, as best I can hear, the piano is actually playing this time round. The piano's playing these two notes from the G minor chord, so B flat and D this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the second chord, what I'm hearing is it then just plays B flat and F. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the first chord is just doing that. I think the organ again is doing that, so this is perfectly adequate for the first chord. For the second chord of this part, for the B flat, then what have we got? Let's have a look. So the piano's playing that, and I'm just looking over my sheet over here that I wrote out. Then the organ, I think, yes, the organ is playing there. There, okay. I've got that right. Yeah. So the organ now in this part, sorry, goes down to there. Have I got that right? Hold on, 1, and it says 3, which is, oh yeah, maybe there. I think that's what the organ's doing. The organ's very sparse. It's all very sparse. It's just trying to fill out the middle notes of the chords. And putting the bass in here. So that's and then the piano is going there. So that's what you've got all together, okay? Now I think to really fill out the bottom of the music, because in the first half we were very much here and then there. Okay, in the second half it's going, but then the organ is bringing this low D in. Now it makes a difference to the sound, because in the first half we went here and here. Even though technically it's a B flat chord, there's no B flat in the first half. We're not actually playing a B flat. Whereas very clearly in the second half now, I'm hearing that it goes down to here. The organ's adding this B flat in here, which really drops the sound down. So in the first half we went there, there. Now we're going there. This makes a difference. So I think to try and play similarly to the original recording, it will be good to bring this B flat in at this point, okay? Which means we can't actually do these two notes, alright? Which is a problem. Let me just bring the chords over here. So we're trying to play a B flat chord here. If we drop down to there, we can't play these two notes because our hand is taken up down here, because that's the organ and that's the piano. So if we do that, kind of in trouble. So what I've done is, let's go back to the first chord. I'm going down to octave B flats here now. What I've done is I've actually then moved my hand and added in the F here. You could even do that if you were really daring, but it's probably too much trouble to be worth it. So I've just added an F in there, okay, for this chord. So you've got your B flat, and F. So I've gone, so it's B flat's down here, and then I've gone and added an F in here, alright? It's a little bit complicated. You might not want to do that. Let's assume you don't want to put the F in there. Then there's a couple of options. If you just want to leave it, not move your hand down here, then my suggestion is you do a B flat here, which is very true to the song. It just means you haven't got this low B flat. Let's try that. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then very simply you just play a nice 2, 3 for B flat chord here. Okay, B flat, D. I think we went over that before. Let's just quickly go over that in case you've forgotten. So a basic B flat chord, which is what we're looking at here, is you take the first note of the scale, which is a B flat. Remember, B's are always flat. Or you could do it, let's do it without. Let's take a B, skip a note D, skip a note F, but remember B's are always flat, so it looks like that. That's a B flat chord. B flat, D, skip a note, F. Okay, so you could just, if you want to keep it simple, you can go, if you're keeping it simple, you're probably just doing a G minor chord like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got that nice B flat chord there. But you can really hear that's missing, can't you? It makes a big difference, I think, bring that in. So I like to bring that in. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You could even just do that. Bring the B flats in and have nothing else, okay? I, of course, added that in. Let's try it my way. I don't think many people are going to want to do it that way, but in case you want to do it that way. If you want to do it differently, then you can either do double B flats in this hand or a B flat chord in this hand, up to you. Let's try it my way for a second. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down to there. Let me just check that's exactly how I do it. It's doable, I think. And then after you've played that, when your pedal's down, so the note's ringing on, and you just bring the hand down like that. Or you could even go, yeah. Either way. I'm thinking not many people are going to do that. So let's do it. Let's imagine you're just going to do 2 B flats there. It would then be 1, 2, let's get the chords up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just 2 B flats there, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then move down here to 1, 2, 3, 4. Pedal goes down again as you play those 2 B flats. B flat there and B flat there, okay? Don't forget, the pedal's really important because pedal's down. You see, I don't even need to have my hand there anymore because this note is ringing on. Whereas if I didn't have the pedal, it'd be... You see? But with the pedal down, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can move your hand to the new notes for the second part, okay? Or, let's try it the other way. Whichever you like the sound of. I don't know. I don't know which one I prefer. I think I prefer that, but there you go. Right, fine. So that should be flat done. Then we may as well do the. I think we may as well do the E flat now as well. So the third chord then is E flat. Now let's quickly look at what's actually happening in the recording again. So for the E flat, according to what I've worked out, the organ is going E flat down here again, E flat here, then a G here, and then an E flat here. So you've got a really throaty E flats there, okay? And the piano, as best I can hear, is doing just a one in the left hand, okay? So that basically will give you this. It's a big octave E flats, the rest of the E flat, and then an E flat there, okay? But the right hand of the piano, but at the same time as doing that, actually, the piano is actually doing this. So little finger and thumb together, okay? Which gives you all together bum 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 bum. That's everything. It's basically an E flat chord, okay? So what I'm going to suggest is, I love having this throaty E flat in here. So I'm going to suggest we move down to those octave E flats. So E flat with the little finger. If you can see it, the thumb is on an E flat here. If you can't see it on the camera, the next one is an octave low. The little finger goes on an E flat down there. So that's 2 octaves of E flat. And then I'm going to suggest, so I'm trying to remember what I did here. Oh yeah, okay, fine. This is complicated because it involves going, this is quite important. This is what I was doing anyway. It's putting those 2 in together, so jumping and then putting the G in here with the octaves. That's what I was doing. I mean, you could even go, if you really wanted to be daring, you could even do that. That's probably ridiculous. So let's just go, I was doing that, okay? So I'm playing that with the thumb on the G, and then I've got octave E flats. Now again, a lot of people are not going to want to do that jump. So if you don't do that jump, that's a bit sparse, isn't it? Without the G in. You could go and then or even come in, because this G is gonna play along with this in a second, which we'll come to in a second. All right. So if you don't put anything in, it sounds a bit sparse, doesn't it? You could just do another E flat chord like the first half. Remember, E flat, G, B flat. Go back to the first half if you don't remember that, which probably would be the easiest thing to do. So, and then, okay, we'll come to that in a second. So you've got to make a decision. Either you're going to do octave E flats, or you're going to do the E flat chord. Again, I like the octave E flats, but I think, yeah, I think it's a bit sparse without. It's up to you. I don't know what the best option is. So you've got an E flat chord, or you could do the octave E flats. If you want to get that low throaty E flat in there. This hand then, let's say you do this one. Let's keep it simple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to have to you bring the thumb in together with the D on the G here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, like that. Okay. So now this, instead of being like that, you're adding the G in. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The way I did it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, like that. But I think the easiest way of doing it, if you don't want to move this hand, is to go 1, 2, 3, 4, E flat chord, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Alright? So let me just find the sheets and show you how that works. So it's basically your lead in da 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 da, and then here for this, this is basically the E flat chord. You're going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just once more, which would technically be the second half. Then you let it ring on 1, 2, 3, 4, and then for the next section, you're going to come back in here with the so that's the end, the very end here. Just let it ring on. There's no F chord this time, so you're going to go. This is this note. 2, 3, 4. There's a gap here then. All right, so you end there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next bit of the intro, which is the chorus. Once I was 7 years old. Then it leads in with this, and it goes round again, which we'll do in the next part of the tutorial. But for now, you're going to finish on there, and there's going to be a gap. Okay, so I kind of feel like I've made that a little bit too complicated. Let's go with this E flat. It's going to keep it simple. Okay, so you're going to go 1. So for this E flat here, you've done this in a moment ago. So after you've done all that, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, E flat chord, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and you're done. Okay, except for the lead in again in a second, but we'll do that in the next part. Basically, you're done at that point. So you're going to go for coming into this E flat. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Bring your thumb over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And that's it. I of course used the E flat, so I went 1, 2, 3, 4. What did I do? Oh yes, I went 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. If you can make that jump, that's the difficult bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift, land. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift, and then land the G and the D. If you want to do it my way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift, land, 1, 2. You've got to practice that. Just practice going from there, I would. Like there. Just practice that jump, and then jump, if you want to do it my way. So then that would be, I'm doing octave E flats down here, be 1, 2, 3, 4, jump, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. But if you've done the E flat here, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, bring your thumb over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Alright? That's the end of that section. In part 4 we'll go to the next part of the song. I guess I should finish by trying to play it all through for you. Probably get it wrong, but we'll try it. Look. Oh yes. Alright. I've given you lots of options, so if you want to keep it simple, you've got simple options, or you could do the more complicated one that I've done. Up to you. I hope that I haven't made it too complicated. I hope I've covered everything, give you every option, and I hope I've helped you to understand a bit about the key and how the chords work with the key. I feel like I made this tutorial a bit complicated. Please let me know if I did. Maybe I should make things a bit simpler next time. But I hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully in the next week or so I will do the next tutorial and the next part, and you can do the next part of the song. So look out for part 4.